everyone, sorry for the jump scare, but I want to talk over the ability and show you all of the mini tasks that I have done. So first of all, starting on the ability setup, you have quite a few options here. The Smart Mount mode, the Smart Exploration mode, and the Mount via Interact. I like all of these on because it's a faster experience. What the Smart Mount does is, when you toggle on, the mount disappears, it becomes invisible. So you only see the mount when you're actually mounted. However, that's not the only thing that it does. It also makes the animation and calling your mount super instant. So instead of having a whole animation to call the mount in and then the mount appears, you actually just click the button and you're already mounted. So I'm going to show you the difference in a bit. Then you have the Smart Exploration mode, which essentially just starts dashing once the dive ends automatically. And the mount via Interact is the best optimization that they've done to the mount, including the unicorn as well. So the unicorn also has all of these options, but these are so good. The mount via Interact allows to change to another ability and also still get close to the mount and mount on it, even if you don't have the ability selected. So I'm gonna toggle this off just to show you the animation. I'm gonna call the mount right now. I cannot walk. All of this time I cannot walk. Okay, only now I started walking and I'm not mounted. I need to click the button once again to be able to mount the lion, right? Now, look what happens. I'm gonna send it away. I love the little stretch, it's so cute. I'm gonna go on the ability setup and I'm going to turn that toggle on. The mount will be invisible, which is a shame, but when I click the button, it's gonna mount immediately. You see, I'm already mounted. There was no animation, no loss of time. So on the day-to-day, this is much better. However, when you dismount, your mount disappears. I wish these two were two different toggles because I like to see the mount, but I don't like to wait for the mount animation. But oh well, it's still optimized, it's still pretty good. Then the other one is an auto dash, and this one is for you to change abilities but still be able to mount. So for example, I have called the mount here. Now I'm going to change to another ability. For example, this one. So I petted the animals. If I approach the mount, even though I have my petting ability equipped, I can still interact with the mount. However, if you do toggle off the lion on that other setup, you're not going to be able to do that. So here, if you want to have the mount via Interact, then you need to turn off the Smart Mount modes because the mount will become invisible and then you can't really interact with it. Also, you have further customization of the ability outfit. So here you can customize the outfit that you're going to wear when you're summoning the animal. So I'm going to customize here real quick just so you see the difference. I'm going to put like the ability outfit. Okay. When I use the ability, I'm going to be with the customized outfit that I used here, right? Now, if I try to mount, I'm not going to change outfit. I'm going to be wearing the outfit that I'm wearing right now. If you want to customize the outfit that you're wearing when your outfit is incompatible, then you can mount here and then open your wardrobe. Now you can create a lion mount outfit. This outfit will show up when your current outfit is incompatible. So for example, this dress is incompatible with the mount. When I try to mount, it's going to change to the outfit that I set up. So this is the moment where you use this outfit. You can also choose a Momo cloak for when you're mounted as well, which is pretty cute. Another thing you can do while you're mounted is use your camera for special lion poses. So you have this one that is super cute, adorable, and also this one here while you're mounted. Another question that a lot of people made is if the big dresses clip with the lion. And yes, of course it does. The only dresses that don't really clip with things, the only pieces that are animated and work with things is only the ability or animation specifically to that outfit. So for example, here, big dresses will look like this. They will clip through. But then if you use the proper dress of this specific outfit, then yes, of course, it's not going to clip. It's going to look appropriate. Same thing for the wings animation. So if you try to put the new wings on the floating animation, nothing's gonna happen. The wings stay stiff. At least on the first day, this is how it looks now. It's going to be stiff it's not gonna flap or have any sort of animation. Only the wings of that specific animation will work normally. Sometimes there is exceptions, of course. There is always for everything, but rule of thumb is that things will only work and animate with that specific stat of sorts. And although you can use some abilities while mounted, it's only the petting, the gathering, and the bug catching. For the chest tracking, for example, of the deer, you cannot use while mounted. But for bug catching, you can, and for the petting, you also can. If you don't have the enhanced abilities from the 5-star outfits Forest Ripple, Enchanted Encounter, and Floral Rebirth, then when you use the ability, you're gonna be automatically kicked out of the mount, but at least you don't lose time trying to activate the ability, like dismounting first and then activating it. Now, let's talk about the mount abilities. So first of all, you can jump and hover. You will stay stuck in the air, and you have a massive area that you can select a target. But the target needs to be a flat enough place where you can actually land on. So here, for example, I can't choose this angle, but here I can because it's flat. So just keep that in mind. Another really good thing is that you can actually activate hover midair. So I'm hovering, I'm gonna select the right side here for my target, and I'm gonna cancel, and I'm gonna activate again. And now I'm going to change my direction, and I'll cancel and activate again. And I'll cancel and activate again. There is no cooldown, nothing stopping you from activating multiple times. So this is really, really a plus, a really good plus in comparison to the unicorn, where you have a stamina for soaring. So although you can soar freely, you have a stamina that will end. It will all depend on how tall you are from the ground and if there are actual flat places around you to land on. So if you're too far up and there is no place to land, then you can't use your ability, right? But if you have like a location like this, then you can cancel and hover again and so on. So it's pretty useful. You have, of course, your dash. The dash lasts a little longer than the unicorn, and I feel like it's faster than the unicorn as well. But I'll do a speed test and I'll put it at the end. Then we have the damage, the roar. So you can, of course, use your arrow as normal, like this, while you're mounted, or you can land near the Aslins for an automatic 2 damage. So you can deal 2 damage in all of the Aslins that you get, but of course there is some Aslins that are in the water like this, where you can't really hit them. So if you try here, you can't, but here, for example, you can, and then it will deal 2 of damage in all of the Aslins nearby. The area is not super huge, but it's still helpful to stun them when you get around for the first time. So yeah, just keep in mind that for the enemies in the water, it's not really great, but for any Aslin in the ground, it can be quite useful, at least to start the battle. And of course, you can use the charge attack. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of the members and patrons who support the channel and make these videos possible. And see you on the next one.
Ryan Little.
Listen.